Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Rebel Galaxy Outlaw. Now if you're out there thinking, and I know some of you are, hey SB, you said you were going to paint the ship, what gives, man? Listen, it's a very easy, very common amateur mistake to overcommit to a job like this. You can do too much, and the result ends up looking garish, unprofessional. I thought it would be best, we give it sort of a subtle touch. So I made a couple of important changes. Number one, I'm sure anybody could predict what this is going to be. Of course, this very dope, extremely professional-looking racing stripe, of course, is an important logistical upgrade. It does make the ship faster. And then, number two, now don't worry, because I know some of you out there are thinking, SB, I know you're not making a lot of money off these videos. How can you afford a professional stencil job like that? Believe it or not, this is freehand. I did this myself. I put Manny Calavera across the nose of our ship, both because who doesn't love Manny Calavera, and because I know there was some concern. People are like, you're working for the cops kind of a lot. I thought you said you wanted to be a pirate. Well, here we go. This right here is evidence of my greatest crime, intellectual property piracy. Now, anyone who sees our ridiculous slug whale of a ship coming straight at them will know, this guy is not afraid of LucasArts. That's a man to be reckoned with. So, I think I saved it already, It's okay. I think we're good. Yeah, exit. Oh, weird, that menu doesn't show on the stream. It just looks like I'm hovering my mouse. Okay, well, fine. Look at it, it's so beautiful. Look at this beautiful thing that I've done. It's a large canvas. I'm definitely going to continue fiddling with it, but I'm pretty happy with what we got for now. So let's talk about actual mechanics, though, the mechanics of the ship. It's super weird, by the way, that you can't paint the ship in this menu, that you have to do it in the ship purchasing area. But let's have a look at our components here. So we have a whole bunch of hard points. We also have some turret slots. Now, we've never looked at turrets because we never had the ability to install any before, but I would love to do that. So the turret features dual utility lasers. Wow, that's a real garbage weapon, but there are two of them, to be fair. So the combat laser is the type of laser that we're currently using, right? A turret that features two tracers, so it looks like there's no significant power draw from any of these. A professional grade mining laser turret. Interesting. So the damage is 40 per second. Yeah, I mean 40 DPS, that makes sense. So does this, if you just get this close to a thing to mine, is this actually a weapon, or is this for mining? Because if it's for mining, I guess it just, whenever you get close to something that can be mined, it takes over for you. That seems fine. I have been told on a couple of occasions that mining is that's the smart way to go if you want to make a lot of money. Why is the mass driver turret so much more expensive than the tracer turret when the tracer turret has better DPS and superior hull penetration? I guess it's the range. Mass driver turret does have additional range. There is also, I think, an ethical concern with any turret that fires like actual projectiles, because you don't know where that stuff's going to end up, right? I certainly don't check the flight paths before firing my weapons. But I guess the tracers have that same problem. I gotta tell you, I have enjoyed using tracers so far. Maybe this ought to be what we're looking for in our turret slot. So, we've upgraded the hull, but we have a lot of money yet to be spent before this new ship is really firing on all the cylinders. Hell, I can't even afford to get weapons installed in all the frontal hardpoints. So for right now, we're basically just the same ship we were, except bigger and slower. Trying to remember, what else did we have available? The mining scanner. Yeah, mining is probably a good idea. If we're trying to put together the money to get the ship tricked out, we probably want to up our cash income, and a mining scanner is probably a pretty good way to do that. So it will flag resource-bearing objects in the vicinity on a scan, in addition to making surface fracture points where these resources may be extracted. So we would have to get near some space rocks and then do a local scan. We could do that. Let's make ourselves 8,000 credits or so and buy a mining scanner. So how are we gonna make some money? Well, that looks like it would do the thing right there. Recover a stashed package near Tefton Police in the Montana system. Package is shielded from regular scans, and pirates may be seeking it, but also it's near the police station, so maybe the pirates will just get blown up. Yeah, sure. Let's go get it. Also, there's another craving for human transplants mission here, but this one doesn't pay as well as the one that we already took. What's convoy distress? Alright, you know what? I'm going to take both of these on, and let's go get into some trouble in our new ship. I mean, it does have immediately, I believe, more hull and stuff, like the, let's see, hull heavy versus hull light. Doesn't, not exactly super clear what that means, but I mean, it means something. Now, our shields and our power plant and stuff, they're just the same parts that were in the other ship. All of that stuff will get upgraded eventually. Yo, that racing stripe, it does look extremely slick, though. I will not brook any disagreement on this point. It's just a real good look. I unironically love this ship. I don't know, there's something about the shape of it. Somebody in the comments of a previous... Ooh, look at the new HUD. Somebody in the comments of the previous episode, and apologies for not looking up your name, described it as a combination between the Millennium Falcon and the Serenity, and I think that's very apt, although it definitely also has a little bit of a butt on it, even beyond. Alright, hold on a second. I mean, I guess this is what we're doing. Let's just go ahead and get in some trouble. Yo, and we are immediately taking fire. How I scope. Okay, I'm being shot at by a lot of turrets or something. All I'm getting on the scope is turrets. Okay. So there's a black box out here somewhere, but maybe we should clean up a couple of these turrets first. I scraped it. It was a light scraping is what it was. I would say that I don't feel like the shield indicators on this ship are quite as clear as the ones on the last ship. Maybe I was seeing things that weren't actually there. Let's go pick up the black box here. But I thought the shield indicators on the last ship... Oh, I gotta stay close to it. I thought I was gonna just tractor it in.
Come on, Juno.
Well, hold on. Let me blow a thing up here.
Okay, that's got it.
Alright, good enough. I guess we'll just jump out? Was that really the whole thing?
Destination reached.
I think it was. Boy, this is a mix of this song. Hold on. Jackal, we're done with you. Classical Spark. Weird for Spark to be the name. Oh, hold on.
Help from anybody in the area.
Okay, I'm here to Mayday. Ooh, what kind of pirate ship is that? It's a Revenant. It's also a little bit outside of weapons range. Let's go see if we can't help these people out. Wow, he just, like, full speed into that freighter, huh? Did you see the way he bounced off of that? I'm surprised the ship is still working.
They're tearing me
Okay.
out here. I could use a hand.
I'm working on it. It would be a lot easier if you didn't call me, actually, because I need that thing to identify targets. So I think I said at the beginning of the series, hold on, this guy's really far away. Is there somebody else closer? Somebody who's actually in danger? Yeah, this guy. I think I said at the beginning of this series that I tried the controls out for a little bit, and the reason we're playing on the difficulty that we're playing on is because I found it extremely difficult to do combat without any of the aim assists. But I'm wondering, now that I have a better grasp of, like, actually using the targeting scope and stuff, I wonder if we might be able to turn off some of these assists. That said, I'm not really making much of a showing of myself here, am I?
Shit.
I'm definitely feeling just a little bit the reduced turning speed here. Ooh, vat-grown
These
tissues.
bastards off my ass. Some neighborly help sure would be appreciated.
I'm just gonna tractor these up real quick. I'm not gonna worry too much about the stolen freight and all that.
Hell, I'm fixing to...
Oh,
Hope you like the cold.
man, we failed an objective. Didn't we just get a message that we
Smoked them.
completed an objective? That we succeeded at something? To be honest with you, I'm spending a lot of time looking at my shiny new dashboard.
No, Shanzendo.
Systems heavily damaged.
Well, my starboard hull is mildly breached. Okay. With this ship, I feel like it's a little bit less clear how much damage I'm taking. Like, I mean, obviously we're still getting the voice messages and stuff, but I don't know, it doesn't kick when we're hit quite the same way. I don't know if that's... Maybe that's not how I should have been judging things before. But
Let's see.
I got used to the feeling of taking damage in the other ship. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, my mini-map is top right now.
Destination reached.
Alright, so we don't really have to... Yeah, I think part of the problem here is that this ship is just... It's too big and sturdy.
See here.
Okay, it doesn't take very long to scan this thing.
Let's see what we got here.
Okay, so that feeds us the new destination.
God,
Oh.
Juno, what are you, blind?
A little bit. I'm a tiny bit. I don't know what I'm doing. Hopefully that's clear to everybody. Okay. So is this the new... It's not actually coming up on the thing? Alright, whatever. This is the waypoint. This is either the new waypoint for this mission or the first waypoint for the other mission, and either way is fine.
Distress signal.
Let's not worry about it right now.
Hope you wrote up a will this morning.
Destination reached.
Alright, I'm just gonna call in a little bit of
Could
a
use
little bit of an
help.
assist.
You in?
You bet, Juno. Be there in 2 shakes.
But yeah, this ship is just—it's a little too sturdy, and I don't. It makes me not
Seem
afraid.
to be in a bit of trouble. I sure could use your help.
Alright. I'm working on it.
All right, what needs the old Richter touch around here?
Yeah, look at this thing. This guy, he put in some money on his paint job. You can tell it's got that professional but impersonal touch. Okay, I did feel that one a little bit.
Time to burn him up.
You know, honestly, Richter's damage output seems to be pretty
That's a
solid.
kill.
He does seem to kill him pretty quickly. Try not to guide myself into a rock here.
You messed with the wrong girl today.
I suppose we could spend some missiles trying to keep these people alive.
Bounty received.
Maybe that was the notification that I got before, that I received a bounty, and I was so overjoyed by it that I forgot the rest of what we were doing.
Well, leave a few for me, all right?
Mission
I think the
complete.
coast is clear.
Alright, and enough hold space. Oh, damn it. I really thought that piece of trash was just gonna burn up. Hey, we got enough hold space that we can actually just pick up pretty much everything.
Shit.
Boy, stuff is crashing into me all over the place. It's 100% not my fault. Okay. Where the hell was I supposed to go for that other mission? It's gonna take me a little while to get used to the mini-map being all the way up there. Also, speed indicator... Okay, so this is maximum cruising. I mean, maximum cruising with a balanced power profile.
Autopilot disengaged by distress signal.
It is going to make me smile every single time I see Manny Calavera's face.
Oh, this is a bad idea.
Destination reached.
Alright, alright.
Forward shields down.
Hold together, girl.
Jesus.
Forward hull
Alright.
breached.
I was hoping I could turn enough there that I would not take the missile shots in the front. That ship was not afraid of me at all. Imagine looking into the cold, dead eyes of Manuel Calavera and deciding, yeah, I want to tangle with that. Turns out some pirates are just, they're just beyond me a little bit. I do wish that it would remember my radio station changes between lives.
Destination
I suppose the actual solution to this problem is to not die so much. No, yeah, what I was saying earlier, I probably at this point 10 full minutes ago, is that with the other ship, I felt like it had like a sort of a 3 or 4 stage indicator for each side of the shields, and I guess this one does too. They dim progressively. It's not just on or off, but it's a little bit less clear, and it is hard to get a read on where the flashes are coming from. This whole ship is just very differently shaped. I suppose there's a reason that you use the instruments rather than your eyes while targeting stuff. Okay. Just trying to quiet him down a little bit. We peeled off a couple of the ones that were able to shoot at us while we were near the black box. And so you can see see the portions of our shield warming up over time there, but that's not quite as clear as the, like, missing 1 bar, missing 2 bars thing that we had with the old shield display.
Juno.
I was just I was trying to pick the signal up faster through proximity. 'Cause that's how that works, right? At least it should be.
Autopilot disengaged by craft proximity.
See that right there. I kind of wish I could turn that off. I'll leave the distress beacon thing on,
Disengaged by distress signal.
because at least some of the time we do actually want to go check out distress beacons. Maybe even right now would be a good time to
Let's
do
put
that,
some more marks on the kill board.
since all I'm trying to do here is make
Been a
money.
while. You in the mood to kick a little ass?
Well, hello there, Juno. Why, yes, I suppose I could scoot on over and lend a hand. What are friends for?
Friends are for getting the hell off my scope so that I can aim.
Your knight in shiny armor has arrived.
There's like 0 chance Richter's ship is shiny, right? There's no way he put in enough effort to keep it shiny. Alright, good teamwork though. I'll take those robot workers, thank you. Alright, so it looks like we're far enough in the game that I can't rely on playing chicken as a strategy. The enemies aren't afraid of me enough anymore. So I just gotta keep that in mind to avoid any more embarrassing deaths like that last one.
I'm getting ripped to bits. Somebody help!
Okay, this is working out alright. Honestly, in this case, it kind of seems like they didn't even need me. It seems like the people making the distress call outnumber the people attacking them pretty considerably. There we go, finally, man. That guy took a beating. Well, I'm not reading any more hostiles. Hold on, let's do a,
Bounty
Oh, bounty detected. Show me that. Do so love a good bounty. Try not to get dragged into this asteroid here.
Mission complete.
Seems like it's smooth sailing now.
Is it still an asteroid if it's ice? I don't actually know how that works.
Nice to see a friendly face out here.
And maybe we should just go cash in. Is that my ship making that noise? Am I damaged? Maybe.
Autopilot disengaged by craft proximity.
Whatever. We're gonna give this another shot. Fingers crossed.
Not to nag, but this might be too much for us to handle.
Okay, you know what?
Destination reached.
You know what, Richter? I am, at this moment, perhaps more vulnerable to advice than I have ever been in the past. I guess let's just jump out to here. Seems fine. Seems like basically in the correct direction. We'll just go ahead and leave.
Autopilot disengaged by distress signal.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. Oh, hey. There are mines. For some reason, can't jump to the distress signal.
Nobody around.
Too close to the mines, I guess? Oh, there's a lot of mines kind of all over the place. Alright, hold on a second. I'm gonna just throttle down. Okay. Kind of curious if I can just, like, carve a path here? No, it won't let me just jump through the mines. Well, you know what? That means that this is a small amount of effort, and a small amount of effort is, unfortunately, for whoever's making that distress call, too much for me. You know, Richter's only here for a limited time. We gotta make good use of it. Best we can. Another thing I don't really have a good grasp of yet with this ship is how close we are to things, because first of all, the ship obviously is much larger, but secondly, we're way off on the port side of it. Apparently we're being attacked by pirates, assuming that's
Oh yes,
why she said that. What if I just go forward far enough that they're not a problem anymore? No, apparently not gonna work. Alright, well, this seems like a pretty foolish move on their part, because there's so many ships around here. Although I guess maybe that's a good move, because I sure as hell I can't get a read on any hostiles here. Hold on. Can you scan?
No, mothers preserve us.
I think we're clear.
Okay, never mind. Problem got solved before I even
Action lately.
had to step in. You mean aside from that thing that literally just happened just moments ago?
Dodge sector traffic control.
I'm sure my ship is covered with scorch marks. I feel like that guy could answer his own question, really. Alright, 14k. 14k will do. Let's go have a look. I guess let's buy some more missiles. You know, might only be funny to me, but it is funny every single time I look at the ship. Sometimes you gotta do things for yourself, you know? Wait, no, the equipment bay is totally what we wanted. We want to add a mining scanner. Yeah, let's try it out. For some reason you can't hit enter. You can hit enter to pop up the "Do you want to buy this?" dialogue. You can hit enter to say yes on that, but then you have to click on the button to actually install it. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Alright, suppose we may as well have a quick look at the mission board here. Boy, everybody wants human transplants. Can you imagine? So I do feel like we could try to take a better class of mission now that we have the bigger ship with the better hull, but maybe we should, maybe I should get at least basic weapons in all the slots before I start thinking we're too hot. So, like, what would it cost to just give me some... Alright, I could get a couple more tracers. And what I like about that is, of course, that they do not have any additional power pull. And honestly, their DPS is pretty good. Actually, honestly, compared to like all of the weapons in the game, it's really, really good for a weapon that's this cheap. Alright, let's try to get a couple more tracers. We'll just put tracers in the other 2 hardpoints for the moment. So let me take some relatively easy local missions that'll let us live that particular dream. I guess we could do this. Previous attempts were intercepted by hostile actors. I have been told by helpful people, and thank you all people who are being helpful in the comments, that when a mission is called a cargo run, they give you the stuff. I don't have to go find 8 units of starfish. So we could just run that out to Nevada. We are definitely in over our heads a little tiny bit here. Some of these missions are definitely tough. Let's give the one that we have in our log right now another shot, though. It's the height of professionalism, is what it is. I like that stabilizing wing right below the cab. That's a cool look. Alright, we're gonna give this one more try. We still have Richter with us for the moment.
Autopilot disengaged by craft proximity.
I think the odds might be stacked against us.
Destination
Oh, come on.
reached.
Where's your sense of adventure, man? Alright, look at that. Look at that, I'm learning. I'm not driving directly at the hostile enemy ship.
Missile inbound.
Okay. Not Richter. This pirate is flying a Kodiak.
You just try and shake this.
Our shields down. Missile inbound. Atoll breached. Systems heavily
I got him
damaged.
right where I want him.
Boy, that didn't take any time at all. So we got a hull breach. We got some system damage. These guys are flying some impressive ships, it seems like.
Missile inbound. Forward shields down.
And also, they're remarkably difficult to kill.
Forward shields down.
Yeah, like, we're just barely able to even get through this guy's shields. Alright, well, I do believe we're about to die.
Forward shields down.
Trying to bail out of here as fast as I can, but unfortunately the reactor is damaged, so not a lot of afterburner available. I could have done a power swap there, but I don't know that it would have made much of a difference. Our engine was damaged, our reactor was damaged. I think we're just gonna have to maybe leave this sector, go someplace a little bit more hospitable. The threat level here, I guess the threat level here is only as high as it is in Colorado. Well, let's jump back toward Colorado anyway, because that's closer to Bountiful Vista. And I know, we got missions and whatnot. We'll get to it all. Right now, did I not actually draw that waypoint? Let's see, that is... what am I looking at here? That is the Colorado jump gate. Okay. Because it just seems like the combat in this system is a little bit too hot for us.
Proximity. Autopilot disengaged by distress signal.
Yep, I would love to just actually leave the system if that's okay with everybody.
Destination reached.
We'll help some people and earn some money on the other side of this warp gate. Right now all I'm doing is getting myself blown up over and over again. Not that that's not fun in its own way. So it does feel different. It feels like a different ship. I had to be way more vigilant about how much damage we're taking because it doesn't feel like it's talking to me as much. Maybe we'll get to a point where that's no longer an issue as I develop some familiarity here. I'll tell you what I really need. I just need like a Soliston sitting in the co-pilot seat who can make that horrible gibbering noise that they make when things are wrong.
Clearance granted. You are now...
I definitely collided with that freighter. I don't know if you saw the last couple of frames right before the cutscene cut in there. All of our shields went red. The ship is just way bigger. It's so much bigger than the last one. Alright, let's see if they got any jobs worth doing around here. Okay, I'm seeing some numbers that I'm a little excited about. Black Hole Retrieval's freighter has been wounded en route to Denver under heavy fire from pirate attackers. I mean, it is a cop reputation job. We already have a lot of cop reputation. Jump all the way over to Juarez for 4,000 credits? Come on. Man. Alright, maybe we should just go mining, because the missions in this area are terrible. What about the Merchants Guild? They got anything better for us? Okay, some cargo runs. That's pretty far away. 11 units of alien specimens to Flagstaff. That is 3 jumps out to the Arizona system. Is the Arizona system... Wait, where is Arizona? Arizona, wow, Arizona's like way out there. That's pretty far away from where I want to be. Guild seeks a pilot willing to break through this blockade carrying 10 units of pure water. I'm not 100% clear on whether this is one where we'll be given the stuff or not. Boy, they really want us to run these quite a distance. I mean, Kansas is not... It's not quite as far out of the way. It's only 2 jumps back to Eureka. If we tried to do the Arizona thing, though, we could take on maybe a couple of these. We have the hold space now to be able to do, like, 10 units of alien specimens and also 12 units of alien specimens at the same time. I kind of want to see if we can do that. Just really maximize our earnings potential here. Let's try it. It's a risky cargo run and also 11. Hold on a second. We should be able to run both of those, right? Because I believe we should have 23 free hold space. I just gotta sell some things. Okay, so this is a unit of alien specimens I have in excess of the ones for the job. It won't let me sell the ones for the job. Okay, so now I do have 11 hold space free, which is just enough to take on both of those, and we're already seeing some benefit from this great big cargo hold, right? Says risky. I might be okay with risky, especially since this doesn't actually require us to fight at all. All we have to do is make it over there in one piece, right? Suppressing a chuckle. It's one of the best character faces in the history of video games. God, I love that game. And maybe I should play that on the channel sometime. I don't know how aware people are of that game. So let's see. We want to go through Missouri, then Taggart, then Arizona. Where's that Missouri gate? Okay. Let's see exactly how risky this is. Wait a minute. Did I just zoom right past it? I totally did. That is Missouri right there. The little white box is not visible on the minimap for some reason.
Proximity. Destination reached.
See, I guess one thing I don't understand about the craft proximity thing is, I would get it if those encounters were, you know, things where you had to negotiate, like you had to deal with the other craft in some way, even if it's just flying away from it. But it pulls you out of boost mode because of craft proximity in a situation where you are allowed to instantly reboost. Just seems strange to me. Alright, so now we're going to Taggart. And this will be a jump leg we've never taken before.
Destination reached.
We have never been to the Taggart system. Hopefully it's just going to be a real friendly place. I think there's a pretty good chance that I was going to scrape the side of the warp gate there. Like I said, it's a big clumsy ship. God, I can't wait till we get like turrets and stuff on this thing. Let's have a look at the sector map. We've never been here. Ooh, a Skag House affiliated with the Red Devils. We are not super friendly with the Red Devils. But let's take a quick swing through this station. Let's see. My waypoint's not as obvious. Hold on, did it not actually set? Waypoint, please. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now it actually appeared on the scope. How did I fail to set a waypoint? You would think at this point, this many hours into this game, I would have figured that one out. And yeah, I know, we got this whole, like, plot, mission, Orzu, and whatever. We'll get to Nevada, alright? Well, someday in the distant future, perhaps we will finish the first quest of the game. Our ship looks really cool from behind. You know what? It just looks really cool from every angle. It's the best ship. Maybe I should cover the entire thing with the faces of the characters from Grim Fandango. Paint a nice big glottis on the rear. Alright, commodities, I'm just kind of curious. We're gathering information here. They would take on counterfeit goods and also Void, which I'm going to assume is the name of a future drug. That's a pretty good science fiction drug. Oh no, sorry, we can buy that stuff here. We could sell explosives, and at like a pretty good price, actually. Yo, and obtainium. If we had any hold space at all, I might just consider going mining in this area, but we're already all booked up. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Sorta wanna go play some 8-ball. You know, like, here's the thing. Boy, everybody here is just always dressed in a suit, huh? That's weird. Ever since we found that, I was gonna say free weapon, ever since we found that weapon that actually cost us a considerable amount of both time and money, I've been nervous about missing out on other such things. Whatever, we're on a route though. We got things to do. It was worth checking in, picking up the economic data, and also, you know, establishing a new checkpoint for our various missions
If you hear
here.
any good leads, you let me know.
Yo, we are strangers. Why do you think I owe you anything at all? Alright, well, it seems like we've mostly made it. This route didn't seem so risky. Maybe the risky part is yet to occur. Maybe we're gonna get jumped right on the other side of the jump gate here. Alright, so where are we going? This is this the place for where both of our missions were? I think it just might be. You know, another thing I like about... Oh. Okay, there's the trouble. I mean, we're just running, right? I'm not interested in a fight. They have like a proper frigate there too. That's like that's a ship I don't really want to fight.
Ashes.
Although the guy who's shouting at us is shouting at us from a jackrabbit. Alright, come on. Execute that baby giraffe wiggle. Oh, I just realized I didn't name the new ship. That's gonna have to get resolved. Aft shields are slightly down. They're mildly down. I think I got shot a lot in a very short amount of time there. But as long as we keep wiggling like this, like the idea here is we keep turning enough that a lot of the shots hit us in the side instead of the back. Or miss us, that would be cool, but I mean, like, let's be realistic. Fortunately, when the power is diverted to the engines in this way, we can afterburn forever. So I'm just gonna, like, at some point here, we're just gonna reach that planet. My plan was to get far enough away from them that I'd be able to re-engage the sublight drive, but looking like we might just have to hold tab the entire way there. Oh, no, okay. I thought for a second there was a cessation of fire. Hey, what's chasing me? Is it just jackrabbits? It looks like it is. We probably could have turned around and fought him. Because we had gotten far enough away from the dangerous stuff. Jesus Christ.
Autopilot disengaged by
I don't have
hostiles.
time for this.
Hostile craft inbound. Missile
Okay.
inbound.
Well, we found the dangerous part. Well, it is just 100% pirates all the time out here, huh?
Damn the cops.
Wait, why is she saying, damn, it's the cops? I'm fine with the cops showing up right now. For a change, I'm not doing anything. Oh, man, if they see the front of my ship, I'm in trouble, though. Okay, some of them are breaking off. That's clear both from the dialogue and also from the decreased volume of fire. I wonder if that was all Richter's doing? Or if they, you know, maybe when the cops show up, they try to run? Are you kidding me?
Embrace the night.
Embrace the night. Okay, that's a ridiculous thing to shout at somebody when you attack them in space.
Forward shields down. Missile
Forward shields are already down.
entering the area. Forward shields down.
Shove that up your tailpipe.
We're not going to be able to just jump away from this problem, I think.
Craft entering the area.
So that's why I'm fighting, but I really thought...
Starboard shields down.
Cool, bounty received. What a good time for that. I'm taking serious hull damage here. After burning as hard as I can to the docking collar, where I'm hoping they will just let me land.
Aft hull breached.
That's fine, you don't need your hull, right? The hull's not important. Come on, please just show me the docking prompt. The hell is Richter? I mean, he's back there. He's doing something.
I'm getting the hell out of here.
Yeah, he's doing that. Oh, that's not good.
Missile inbound.
Did my... Okay, no, my power profile did not get reset.
Shields down.
I know it sometimes does that.
Oh, I'm gonna get you.
Aft shields down. Systems heavily damaged.
Swear now, little mammal.
I mean, like...
Forward
We would...
shields down.
Together. Just
We would have to just kill them all, I guess?
Destroyed. Forward hull
God is my
It's kind of insane how many enemies this is, though. Okay, so we can escape some of the combats, but we're gonna have to fight the guys at the planet, and there's 100 of them? I guess we just fight. What? Man, that is the second time that I've been prompted to jump to the Arizona system by holding, and then right before I got to the end of the hold period, it just suddenly went away. Okay. I'm assuming that the angle of our approach to the planet doesn't matter. My guess is that if we, no matter how we approach, when we go to sublight, it's going to spawn stuff on us at some point during the journey.
Beginning a
But
contraband
let's
scan.
test that a
Hold
little
steady,
bit.
citizen.
Fine. I'm pretty sure I don't have anything illegal in the hold.
Contraband
As long as they
scan
don't
complete.
scan our paint
Move
job, we're
along.
fine. We're going to try approaching from a different angle.
Oh my, easy Pickens.
Okay, yeah, so it's
Autopilot
just...
disengaged by
You just get
hostiles.
attacked, no matter what.
Entering the area. Missile
It's not like there are actually ships in any particular place. You just get attacked.
Aft shields down.
Man,
You're as good as dead.
I will say that sometimes it does not feel like they're actually modeling
Aft shields down.
shots coming at us or anything. Like,
Shields down.
because our aft shields went down and I turned the ship 270 degrees and we were still taking shots in the back armor. Which obviously is not the way that you would expect that to go if it's actually modeling projectiles rather than just firing damage events at you. Then again, the ship turned slowly enough, maybe they were able to just stay on our backside that whole time. They could have been following very closely. You would expect that doing that would at least put them on your side arc. Alright, so we're very damaged. We're just gonna have to face all the enemies with our front.
Oh, you bit off more than you can chew.
Autopilot disengaged by hostiles.
Like, we are definitely not interested in doing any fighting at all
I'm on them.
before we're near the planet. Winning these fights doesn't actually do anything for us.
And there's the cops.
Craft inbound.
Let's see. Okay. I have to turn 100% of the way around before the shots stop hitting me in the back shields.
This is vast.
I got them right where I want them.
Oh, that's right. The hold is full. Just trying to grab that pilot real quick. By the way, notice the cops showed up. They were firing for approximately 3 seconds, and then they managed to kill somebody. So just an important thing to remember for in case we want to fight cops ourselves in the future anytime. Oh, who's shooting me?
Missile inbound.
Don't make this too easy now.
And I say I'm pretty unimpressed with that strategy that they applied there of shooting the missiles directly into the path of my gunfire.
Juno.
Target
Doesn't-
eliminated.
Doesn't really feel all that smart. Why am I allowing the cops to just, like... It feels like the police should not be allowed to just radio me and tell me about how they're killing
Gotta
people.
Take off, Juno. I'll see you around.
That's real bad. Okay, well, it sounds like there's still combat happening, but we aren't picking up anybody except police on the scope. So I guess I'm just gonna leave? Now we don't have Richter for this part.
Destination
My,
reached.
a little lost thing.
Hostile craft
Stopping to fight
entering
is
the
real
area.
bad, it turns out.
Missile inbound.
Like shooting fish in a barrel.
Come on,
Hostile
power,
craft
power, power.
entering the area.
Okay.
Missile inbound.
We're taking huge amounts of damage from actually every side. The jackrabbit's not that important. There we go. Show me the dangerous ships. The ships that are shooting missiles at me.
Forward shields down.
That one, perhaps.
Port hull breached.
Yeah, there's no universe where we can win this encounter. We would need 3 of the ship we're driving right now to do this.
Destroyed. Forward hull breached.
Oh, hell yeah.
Systems heavily damaged. Systems critical.
If we had Richter with us, maybe. So we gotta try to evade those first couple of encounters as quickly as possible,
Turtle shields down.
so that Richter's still with us for this last one. We can't stop and fight. And also stopping to fight in any encounter before we reach the landing gate doesn't actually get us anything. Except, I guess, a very small amount of money from bounties. Potentially. Wait, where am I right now?
Telford here.
Yeah, that's...
You're listening to the Spark SSR 98.
Destination reached. Craft entering the area.
'Cause didn't it spawn us right at the warp gate on the last death? I think it did. I don't know, whatever. Apparently all of this
Hit by a truck.
all of this rocking back and forth in the cockpit is starting to give me a little bit of the old brain damage.
Autopilot disengaged by hostiles. Hostile craft inbound.
Yep.
Missile inbound.
Does feel a little bit silly that the correct move here is hold down the afterburner button while wiggling erratically back and forth until they go away. But it is absolutely the correct maneuver. And you never stop taking damage to the back of the ship, ever.
Aft shields down.
No matter how you have turned.
Aft shields down. Missile inbound.
And all we have to do is get away, right? It would be really cool if we didn't take a bunch of damage to the hull. Because obviously I'd love to still be in good shape by the time we get to the planet. That wiggle strategy was working for a little
That's another
while.
one on Richter's skill board, yes, ma'am.
And then it stopped.
Oh, I am gonna get you.
Okay, so at this point we're only in actual firing range of like 1 or 2, it sounds like, but if we stop and turn around to fight them, the slower ones are going to catch up. So I really think we just keep burning. Jump to the second fight that gets spawned on top of us. And then do the same thing.
Disengaged by hostiles. Hostile craft entering the area.
I will say, one disadvantage of doing the auto jump instead of actually flying
Damn it.
is
Just
that
what I needed.
the game does not treat it as though time has passed.
Just went from bad
So
to
our
worse.
shields don't
Craft
regen
entering
at
the
all.
area. Starboard shields down.
If we were to actually just do the little sublight trip ourselves, just sit and wait in the tunnel of lights, our shields would have plenty of time to regenerate. But because we didn't do that, we ended up with our aft shield still down as this fight began, which is not great. So what I'm saying is, as soon as we're free here, we're going to take this, I guess. Do I want to take it the slower way, though? Because that's going to eat up Richter time as well. And if we want to have any chance of surviving this next fight, we got to have Richter active. It is always a shame when an effective strategy feels silly like this. Yeah, I guess we'll do the fast jump. Our shields are in okay state, and I really do want to keep
Well,
Richter.
that's about all I got time for. Toodaloo.
You kidding, Richter? We're in the middle of combat, man.
Entering the area.
I like the taste of this, buddy.
Missile inbound. Hostile
Okay, we are
craft
firing
inbound.
every missile.
TV scene.
Okay. I'll try to
Missile
sort out
inbound.
the dangerous ships first.
Oh, you're dead.
I mean, not like a jackrabbit doesn't do damage to us, but obviously
Aft hull breached.
removing a jackrabbit from combat doesn't change our survival status quite the same way that removing these other things does. Boy, I could not hit that missile. There's still at least 2 coach whips up. I mean,
Down.
yeah, we got no
Missile
chance.
Don't make this too easy now. Here.
Shields are down on every side of the damn ship.
inbound. Starboard shields down. Starboard hull breached. Systems heavily damaged. Missile inbound. Component destroyed.
Yeah, like, look at that. We're taking so much damage from literally every side all of the time because of the fact that it's me versus about 10 guys. There's like 4 jackrabbits, at least the 3 coach whips. It's too much. It's too much. It's not winnable. So,
Entering the area.
we have to come up with something else. How are we going to do this? We could just bum around here for a while until Richter goes away and then comes back off cooldown. I don't know that I think that a cooldown is a particularly good way to manage the relationship. But he was still available to us. Hold on. Let's just try to go really fast. Because he was definitely still with us for the fight the first time we did it.
I hate these jumps.
Here, not... See, like, that waypoint is just, like, really sticky. I can't... Okay. Weird. Alright, so we're just gonna go as fast as possible.
Hostiles. Hostile craft inbound.
Look what we got here.
You should tell your friends, but honestly,
Alright, taking fire everywhere except the aft shields for a moment. That's a nice change of pace.
The area.
Seem maybe distracted? Yeah, we got away from that first ambush way faster that time.
Dangerous neck of the woods.
Hostile craft entering the area.
Does feel a little bit random how much they chase us, I guess.
I hope you got insurance.
I'm gonna roll.
Crap, it's a fuzz.
Craft entering the area.
Put the ship's other side shields on that. Alright, so these guys could get distracted by the police pretty quickly. We might actually make it... Okay, we might actually be able to jump soon, hopefully.
That's a kill.
That judge, or that cop sort of looked like Judge Death. Okay, so we should have Richter for a while now.
Destination reached. Hostile
I think.
craft entering the area.
Let's try to pick off the dangerous enemies quickly here.
Missile inbound.
Come on, there we go.
Bite out of this.
Another thing that's really helpful is when our missiles actually make contact quickly. Because sometimes they chase for a long time.
Inbound.
I'm gonna burn you down.
Missile inbound. Aft shields down.
Come on. Come on.
Missile away.
Mighty fine, Juno. Mighty fine.
Sometimes it feels like it takes forever for the tracers to reload.
Don't look behind you.
Craft entering the area. Missile inbound.
Come on, come on, come on.
Don't you worry. This is gonna be over real quick.
How is it my forward shields that got hit?
Missile inbound. Forward shields
Don't take
down.
all the glory now.
Okay,
Oh yeah, you can't get away from me.
Richter, I need you to get off the scope because I need to... Okay, it looks like we're down to just jackrabbits, maybe? Alright. Whoever's shooting at us has become the primary target. They're doing a pretty effective game of, like, keep away here, where as soon as I turn away from one of them, the other ones start shooting me in the back.
This is too damn hot for me.
If Richter could just kill, like, 1 or 2 more, I think we'd be okay.
Roasting my tail feathers here.
Come on, die. There we go. These ones we can still play chicken with.
Nice shoot.
Okay. How many more? Not so many. Gotta wonder how expensive the repairs are gonna be.
Missile inbound.
Wow, it is just never ending. How are there so many? How can there afford to be this many of them? Like, in terms of just, you know, raw population. You would think at this point it would have killed everybody in this system who was willing to be a space
I
pirate.
got a whole mess of guns pointed at this one.
Craft entering the area.
Kill.
Cool, more craft entering the area.
I
Great.
think that's the last of them.
Oh,
Sorry, Juno, but I got a few other matters to attend to. I'm gonna have to head on out.
okay, that's a much better time to leave, Richter. Well, we definitely took some real damage there. I'm pretty sure that the both the fore and aft hull is about an inch thick at this point. Maybe half an inch.
Mission complete. Cargo
Let's see how expensive the repairs are. Oh, really? Okay, 820.
At least he's not bleeding oil anymore.
That's not bad at all. And now look at all this money we have. So yeah, let's arm up. First of all, when I shoot at something, I want it to die a lot faster. Yes, please install. And again, we're taking it pretty easy on this stuff. Just getting the things that we can fire without overloading our crappy power plant. We're gonna have to get a power plant too. I'm gonna grab a tracer turret too, or we're all in on these tracer weapons. So this thing is just gonna... I mean, I don't have any turret controls. My understanding is this thing is just gonna shoot. We're gonna not have to think about it. I'm gonna get us another rocket launcher as well here. Another missile launcher, rather. There are better launchers out there, but we just need to arm up real bad. Okay, I'm feeling a lot better about our position now, though. Richter was a great help. Alright, so what else we got out here? You'll be responsible for the acquisition of 7 units of Narco Cola. I think the only place we've ever found Narco Cola is just vacuuming it up after we blow somebody up, so it'll be pretty tough to put 7 units together. But now I feel much more powerful, so we definitely want to get another turret. And then after that, before we go upgrading the weapons to anything fancier rather than just more numerous, I think we definitely would be on, like, shield generators and ECMs and stuff. Okay. It's like we'd like one of these big ones. Obviously, it's moving up to a shield generator 4 is a little bit of an ask. But we could go up to... We can go up to a 3 pretty easily. And that more than doubles our shield capacity. And it doesn't totally kill our ability to do other things. Then we gotta get a new power plant, we gotta get some better armor. Armor's actually relatively cheap. Boy, you know, I said there was like only an inch of armor left, meaning to say that a lot of the armor had been stripped away, but actually it's only 16 centimeters thick in the first place. Okay, well, let's get some work then. It looks like it's not... The defensive stuff is not too expensive. How about a shield generator? Yeah, like, if we go here... We do still need to pick up an ECM system as well, because the missiles are tearing us up, but it's a lot of things. There's a lot of things we gotta buy all kind of at once here. So none of these are blowing my mind. We could try this. It's listed as average risk, and it has a really good payout. The Missouri system is back in the correct direction as well. Let's try it. Put our new violence systems to their test. And we do want to end up back over there, because we want to obviously fix up Bountiful Vista. Is there a Merchant's Guild here? There is. We'd have to get 20 units of fine art. I mean, there definitely was a place where there was some fine art, right? In Taggart. Art. It says art videos. Hold on, is that the same thing? We probably cannot source 20 units of fine art. A unit of fine art is kind of a silly idea. Hitchcock Coronas. I think we might have seen a place where you could buy those, but it's a long way out of the way. The Utah system, the Backbone system, a lot of these go in the wrong direction, unfortunately. Merchant Guild requests immediate assistance defending Topeka mining craft near the Austria Belt. You know what? Let's try this, because it's going to take us out near a place where people are mining. I want to try out our mining rig. Who knows? Maybe we won't be able to pull this off without Richter to save us, but let's at least give it a shot. Boy, the mechanism for the landing gear on this ship seems very complicated. Also, I feel like we've gotten basically no time with the music here because we've spent almost the entire episode fighting,
By hostiles.
and fighting's loud. You know that. There we go.
You're as good as dead.
Missile inbound.
I did not successfully intercept the missile. Seems like they're having trouble hitting us. I mean, they're firing, but we're not getting any... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say we're not getting any hit readings on the shields. They're figuring it out. Let's engage the wiggle. Commence the wiggling. It always works. It's very silly that that is as effective as it is. You know, one thing I didn't notice is we can't upgrade our engine directly, right? Like the ships have the engines they have, because if we could upgrade the engines, that would definitely be a high priority. Being able to run away from people more effectively does increase our ability to do high risk and thus high reward jobs. Alright, what's still chasing me? I can't even tell how many enemies that is, because they're all driving the same ship.
Missile inbound.
Okay, so the turret's doing its thing. And we are putting out a lot more damage, at least during the periods where we have ammunition.
Screw this, I'm out.
You certainly are.
Starboard shields down.
I think my starboard shields are down because he ran into me. I definitely feel more formidable.
The area. Missile inbound.
Yeah, it's just really a lot of damage. Once we manage to get on something, it's really a lot of damage.
I think that's the last of them.
Okay, because we have way more than doubled our damage output. I'm not even going to bother scooping up all the contraband nonsense they dropped.
Just what I needed. A gaggle of shitheads.
Destination reached.
Okay, so these steel rats dudes. I wonder if there are, like, local pirate groups in a lot of different areas. You know, I swapped my power profile there back to a sort of a balanced thing. Maybe I don't need to. Because the weapons are drawing so little power, maybe we could just... Ooh, Void. Hold on. I think we know a place where we can sell Void, don't we? I also think I hear the cops, so maybe we're going to want to end up dumping this Void real fast. Oh my god, die! He's flying just fast enough to make our aim assist keep falling off of him. He was actually just going to ram me face to face. It's just impolite is what it is. I know we're shooting at each other, but still, like, some decorum would be nice. Look at the volume of fire. You know, people like to talk about quality over quantity, but
I got a bad feeling about this.
quantity has a quality all its own, as they say.
Mayday. Requesting help from anybody in the area.
It does seem like our turret is not active a lot of the time, but it might just be shooting at things that aren't our primary target a lot, maybe?
This is not gonna go your way.
How are we... Man. How are we taking so much damage all of a sudden?
They're tearing me up out here. I could use a hand.
It really did seem like we gained like a ton of attackers there, didn't it? We had almost gotten the situation under control, and then that guy called for assistance, and a huge number of additional enemies spawned. I do believe we are about to die. But at this point, like, there's no chance of running. Our only hope there was to actually kill the attackers. Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot of enemies. Way too many enemies. Mission reward reduced. Oh yeah? My mission reward was reduced the instant I left the port, apparently. I wonder if that was a message that was left over from... Oh, right.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
Like, constant, just non-stop interruptions here.
I'm out.
And not really terribly dangerous interruptions, just time-wasting interruptions.
Tchaikovsky was such a hypochondriac that he helped.
God damn it. Just
There we
what
go.
I needed.
We made it to the mission area in only one additional jump this time.
To our very exclusive club.
Okay, well, the scope would have us fly through the asteroid, which does not seem like the right maneuver. I do not think I see the guy that was shooting at us. Try to do this with a minimum of aim assist. Yeah, they just ram you all the time.
Little thing.
They really believe very strongly in the sturdiness of their ships. Okay, you know what? Honestly, you gotta give them some props. That ship really was able to withstand a huge amount of violence. Maybe they're right to just ram people with them.
Missile inbound.
Yeah, you just try and shake this.
We should definitely not be shy with the missiles against these guys.
Your assistance
cops.
would be appreciated, citizen.
The cops showed up, which is very helpful. Even just in terms of giving the cops, or giving the pirates other things to shoot at, we could probably mostly, at this point, fly around and not actually fight and come out of this okay.
Missile inbound.
Hey, you got this guy. This is the guy.
Hostile craft inbound.
This is gonna be fun.
And more hostiles inbound? Really? Yeah, this is what happened last time too, right? There was a second wave, and that was what really killed us.
Missile inbound.
You're as good as dead.
Forward shields down.
Those are some pretty okay missiles they're shooting at us. Yo! I really wish that the targeting assist thing that turns you toward hostiles when you're... Okay, well, you know what? This is not working. I really wish that the targeting assist that turns you toward your targeted thing would not turn you toward asteroids that you are next to.
Feel free to assist, citizen.
Starboard shields down.
You know, honestly, I feel like I'm doing all the work. I would love it if the police would assist a little bit.
This is gonna go real bad for you.
I believe you. I believe you. You are extremely... You're sounding very sensible to me right now.
Complete.
Oh, apparently mission complete. Well, that being the case, fuck this. I was gonna stick around and try to mine,
By distress
but...
signal.
Yo, fuck that noise. Alright, we managed to jump clear here. Let's just go ahead and set a waypoint over at Port Flagstaff real fast.
Destination reached.
Jesus. That mission was just a huge amount of enemy fire. The volume of lasers in that part of space is very unreasonable. Alright, how bad were the repairs? Because we made like 13k off of that. Okay, we didn't actually end up spending that much of it. It's not enough to get my other turret. We could just pick up an ECM package 2 right now. Thing is, package 3 is not really that expensive, and it is the only one of them that is actually more likely to work than not to work. So it feels like we should just jump straight to there. Also, I'm not really getting... When we were fighting, like, adzes and stuff, we were mostly getting killed by missiles. At this point, what we're getting killed by is, like I said, the volume of enemy fire. The missiles hurt, but it's really lasers that are doing us in. The ECMs are going to help, but they're no longer the solution that they seemed to be before. So maybe this would be a good time to just calmly consider our options. Maybe add, you know, just another little detail or two to the ship. And just chill out for the rest of the day. So that's going to be it for us for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time, tomorrow, for maybe a show of the new work we've done on the ship. Listen, if you have any good ideas for what to paint on this massive vessel, do feel free to leave those in the comments below. And we'll see you then.